I want to talk about Bitcoin and, of course, TRVL. Let me have a look at Bitcoin quickly. So we're consolidating above the previous bull market high. That's good. That's very healthy, actually. That's what you want to see. You want to see the price reclaim a previous level and hold it as support, and that's what's happening right now with the price action. We're so close to the all-time high that I don't necessarily think we're not gonna take it. I do have this harmonic idea, but I'm not crazy fond of it now. Just because we've come up with a snap. I think if we were here, we were to go down one more time and then we come up, and then we were here, then I would have been a little bit more enthusiastic about it. And of course, if we were to just kind of go down and then go up like that, that would have been nice too. But right now I'm seeing quite a lot of strength and I'm not seeing crazy weakness at the moment. So everything changes as soon as we lose this level. Everything changes. So you have to bear that in mind when it comes to sorry. I think that's a little bit better. I'm getting about 5% dropped frames. So hopefully that'll be fine. Hopefully. Okay. Good morning, welcome. Anyone who's joined me today. So let's just go back into Bitcoin. Yesterday's daily candle was pretty nice. It was, the previous day we closed above the previous bull market all-time high. Yesterday we held, we back tested. Maybe we hold again, or maybe we continue. But yesterday's candle was a doji. It was a green doji. So it is very likely. Well, let's see, because yesterday we took the liquidity from the previous day high here, and then the price fell back. So obviously some people shorted, and it looks as though there's some shorts in this range just from the candles, because when you have a swing failure, you're going to get some hedging going on. Okay, and it closed green, so it wasn't powerful. It wasn't powerful. It wasn't strong. It wasn't very strong. Closed still in the wick. We're still ranging in the wick of this previous body candle here. So as long as we don't lose this level, that's fine. And potentially we could attack the highs. I had in my mind an idea of this harmonic, and to all intents and purposes it was just an idea. I think if the price had gone down to go up, it'd be more likely, because time is really important, and we've kind of come up a little bit early. If this harmonic really wanted to play out, you would expect this to this. So if we were suddenly to just now move up, then that totally doesn't make sense in the context of what I was thinking. So we came up a little bit early. I was actually thinking maybe from here we go down one more time, go up, and then you either reject or you go up, then reject. But obviously the price action is a lot more bullish, and that's what we're seeing now, a little bit more bullish price action. Doesn't necessarily mean that we don't reject, but at the moment it doesn't look like we want to reject, and therefore, what else did I have in mind? I had this idea of an inverse head and shoulders which fails. Probably deleted it. I think I deleted it, so it's not a big deal. Delete those now. These ones. Get rid of those, that's fine. The idea that I had before was you had this inverse head and shoulders, you break out, you fake out, and you drop down. Break out to fake out. But I think because the price action has been so bullish, I'm not thinking that yet. We're so close to this all-time high here. We're only about the current price. We're only 5% away from the all-time high. And we've cleared the liquidity from this green candle here. You see how the price came up. And there really isn't any more significant liquidity necessarily. We've cleared it. We're clearing the liquidity. When I look at the single prints, you can see we came into the single prints. We potentially front run this monthly level, this naked weekly POC, point of control. We have a couple of session and daily point of controls at the top there. And that probably aligns with a daily level there. So you have a daily level there. Did I mark it out? Let me have a look. Yeah, I've marked it out. So we have a daily level there, and there's a weekly level exactly where, you're pretty much exactly where the previous bull market all-time high is. For all intents and purposes, that's acting as support until we lose it. I think this daily level is irrelevant. Well, no, maybe not. I'll explain. So there are two things that could happen now. We're ranging above the previous bull market all-time high. And it's the same as always. You've got to think up and you've got to think down. You've got to think up, you've got to think down. And you have to have a plan for up and you have to have a plan for down. Well, a plan for up, we could have longed. I took a long actually on this swing failure here. I took a long, so I'm in a long now. But I'm inclined to close it quite soon. Just simply because I was hoping we go up. And it's not really going up at the moment, so therefore we're still ranging, and I'm not going to sit in a long for a long time while we're still ranging, simply because if we are to go up, it's very likely we go down first. That's usually what happens. To go up, you go down first, and to go down, you go up first. And it's all about capturing liquidity before the price moves in the direction that it wants to move. Okay. And so if we want to go up in this range, if I do a range pull, a volume pull on this mini range, if we want to go up, it'd be nice to fake out the lows here. It'd be nice to fake out, get people bearish, short, 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 to just squeeze right back up. And then that's how you push up. That would be very nice. And that's kind of, that would be very bullish. A fake out underneath this level, get people bearish, maybe fill the gap a little bit back into this daily level, get back above the weekly level and push up. That would be very nice, very bullish. So it doesn't have to do that. You could always just swing failure these lows and just come like that. That could also happen too. I think it'd be more bullish to fake out and come underneath it for a little bit and then go up. But a swing failure would work too. I think a swing failure though, you're not going to trap so many people. You're just going to potentially liquidate people who've got their stops really tight. And that would probably be more effective if we had a much longer range. If the range was all the way here, if this was ranging and then it's swing failure to go up, that would be a little bit more powerful. So in the context of what I'm thinking of is a little bit of strength, which we need to push up to the all-time high. I think coming down, losing this level for a little bit, getting people bearish, short, 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 and then squeeze them right back up would be very exciting, because then you can have a nice entry. And the short squeeze could give you, would give you the fuel to push up, and then the longs would just ape in afterwards. Okay, so I think for a long I would be really interested in this kind of behavior. That would be very nice. It doesn't have to be like this, but something where we have a little bit of a fake out to the downside and then we just push right back up. In that circumstance, if you do come down here and you create some kind of structure which gives you an invalidation, then you'd have a nice long. And if you get back above the weekly level, once you get back above the weekly level, then you have a nice tight invalidation, and then you'll be aiming for that daily level up there. So that's something that I think would be really nice to take. That kind of trade would be a nice local range trade. And then probably if you're going up to the daily level, the longs would come in quite late and they'd push the price, and we'd see if we can get right above the all-time high. So that's my long idea for the highs. Don't like to long the high, but if that was to present itself, it'd be very nice. Otherwise, the alternative, so let me just write that down as a rename. What's the day today? So Wednesday. I'll call it my rename. I'm gonna rename these better now, because I'm getting too, it's getting too messy. So I can just delete them properly. So that's my Wednesday long trade for today. And then my short trade is another swing failure of these highs. I'm not fond of that, to be honest with you. I don't like to do that, but it could happen, because there's a little bit of empty space here all the way up to the daily level. So probably I wouldn't short if we went up. If we started moving up, it'd be good if you got liquidations and the price swing failure. That's kind of what you really want to see, more so than anything else. If you can get a liquidation bubble with a swing failure and the price just came right back down. The problem with this is you're coming back into the daily level because you're above a daily level there. So it probably will be a scalp. Unfortunately, not a great trade. It'd be a lot safer to just lose that daily level, actually. A lot safer, and probably I'll be waiting for safety. So it's a very definite level there. To go up, there'd be a scalp with a swing failure, but actually you lose the daily level, back test it as resistance, then you'd have a much safer trade, and you're just coming right back down, potentially. So it'd be a lot safer to have a trade like that. God, I'm on 64% dropped packets. How frustrating is that? It says I'm getting good bandwidth, but I'm getting dropped packets, dropped frames. So I'm not sure what to do. If anyone's watching, is it coming through good or not? I'm not sure what to do. I can't change any settings. Stream is not healthy. I'm getting good bandwidth, but then it drops, it comes down, and then it goes up, and it's quite variable. Really frustrating. This is what happens when you're a digital nomad. Oh, it's healthy again. It's gone back to green bars. What the hell? Stream health. Suddenly it goes to red bars and then it goes to green bars. Who knows? All right, so that's another short trade that I've got in plan. That's my short trade, that's my long trade. And then if you lose this weekly level, like let's just say the price comes back down from here. You have this long trade idea, but if the price comes back down, finds resistance, doesn't go back up, then you're going down. So you would have to take a short there too. You wouldn't just expect the price to come up. If you find resistance after you lose the weekly level, it depends. You just have to see how the price reacts. Yeah, it'd be very bullish. It'd be very bullish to do this. Yeah, so you wouldn't short just because we lost that level. But if you can't get back up and you're just finding resistance back on, you just can't get back up. You can see that it's struggling to get back up. You have to see the reaction. You can't get back up, can't get back. Now it's going back down, it's falling down. Then you have to take a short. Probably when you lose this level here, this daily level, then you have an invalidation there. Okay, so don't just expect the price to go up just because you get late shorts who come in, who it would be a perfect situation to squeeze them like that. For all intents and purposes, you just want the price to go up quite fast. You don't want the price to linger underneath that weekly level for a long period of time. You need the price to kind of shorts to come in late and then to be squeezed up quite quickly, relatively quickly. If you see that this level is finding resistance on the price, resistance, and then it starts to go back down, then you just have to short and you have an invalidation there. And that's how you just have to see. That's a very interesting area of interest, a very important area of interest. And then obviously at the highs here, there is a swing failure potential for a scalp, but you're coming back into the daily level. It'd be a lot safer to just lose that daily level after you've taken the liquidity. You just have a nice slightly wider invalidation, and then that will be a really nice short, because potentially you're going all the way down. Potentially that would be your end of your B correction, and then you're heading all the way back down to any one of these lower wicks. Yeah. Now, if that doesn't play out, then you're probably looking for higher prices. And so the circumstance where you'd have higher prices would be you go up, you squeeze up, you have a little bit of a squeeze, and the price just accelerates higher. So you're looking for an extended B correction. And without going into too much depth of what your target would be for some kind of reversal, I'd probably just begin with some kind of extension. 78, 80, between 78 and 80, and then in that price range, you'd be looking for some kind of weakness, a reversal pattern, or forming a little range and then starting to come right back down. It depends on how it impulses up, because once you form a little range, let's just imagine it goes up a little bit higher. Actually, you're going to get people longing, right? And that's what you're going to expect. If we squeeze up, then people are going to start longing because they're expecting 100,000. You're finding resistance, ranging for a little bit, and then you're going to lose that range. And you have a little range. You're losing that range. You're not expecting 100 because we're expecting the B correction to be over. As soon as you lose that little range that forms and starts heading back down, feels all of this, that would be the trade. But potentially, if you don't find resistance off this level, sorry, if you don't find support here, then you could potentially head back down. Who knows? But you'd be looking to short higher up. You wouldn't be looking to short into it. You'd be waiting for it to range a little bit and then lose the range. And then you'd be looking to short, and then you'd probably be looking to take your profit back down at this daily level. But probably if that was to happen and you were to lose this all-time high, again, you're looking to go much lower. So there's a few ideas. a few ideas there of where and how to short. And then to long, I'm only really interested in this one. Obviously much lower, but that's not going to happen right now. So I'm just focusing in on the local price section. I apologize for the dropped frames. The internet here is just ridiculously terrible. But sometimes it's good and sometimes it just drops a little bit. Right, so that's Bitcoin. I am feeling bullish. I'm not feeling bearish at the moment. I'm going to have a look at the order flow on XO charts if it loads. You see a longing, there's some longing, it's a big long increase in, look, the price went up and actually it was 50-50. Look, the dominant size was minus 500, half longs and half shorts, but the price went up. That's a long as well. 7.5 million. The dominant size is plus 7.8 million. So there's longing there. These are longs closing. Any divergences? Yeah, there's bullish divergences. You can see that. CVD is lower. And price is higher, slightly higher. You see how the price got down to here. The CVD was there. The CVD came down to here. The price is so higher lows, lower lows on the CVD. So we are seeing absorption, bullish absorption in this range. I still don't think it would be a good idea to just long, blindly long. I think you need an entry, and I mean, even if the price did that, you could enter. I mean, that's just as fine too. You don't have to wait for this. But that's easy. That's just a swing failure of the lows. It's an easy long. It's just that I think this idea would be better, because then you're potentially trapping shorts in the lows. That's fuel for the move up. That's what you need. You want big shorts enter at the lows and then a squeeze up. That would be easy to see, and it will be very easy to long, because as soon as you just come back above that weekly level, you can just long and you have an invalidation. That'll be a very easy long, a very good risk to reward trade. Potentially a 1 to 5 on that trade. So that would be a really nice trade if it presented itself. Let me delete that. You have a little bit of a flag forming here as well. So I've just drawn a channel, but it's probably better to just use brush strokes. We've got a little bit of a flag forming here as well, which for all intents and purposes is quite bullish, but I'm still inclined to prefer this kind of price action for a nice long, a nice juicy long. Trade it all the way up to that daily level. That'd be nice. Okay, any questions? Got a few people here, no one's talking. Apologies for my stream, I'm getting a few drop packets. Hopefully YouTube is capable of dealing with it. There's nothing really I can do. I'm in a shoddy place. I've just connected to a different Wi-Fi, so maybe that's a little bit better. Let me see. Probably not. I've got full bars on Wi-Fi, but I'm getting drop packets. I'm getting drop packets. Unfortunately, I just changed my Wi-Fi to a different Wi-Fi, but I'm just getting drop packets. It's like 30% drop packets at the moment. All right. Well, let me know if it's terrible, and then I'll just stop, because there's no point streaming if no one can see what I'm saying. All right, I think that's clear for today. I don't know if that was helpful for anyone. I'm thinking we go up, but we need an entry for the longs and the shorts, and these are my my trading ideas for when and how I would take a trade. I did a full analysis on Elliott waves yesterday on my index. It's quite a long video, but if you're interested about Elliott waves, it might be educational. And I'm still expecting that we're going to correct for an ABC after we've completed this wave 3 to make an ABC 4. Don't know how this is going to end. Potentially it could go A, B, C for an extended flat, or you know, we could do something like that just for a flat correction. I don't know where the 4 is going to land, so we just have to see. This move up, I'm not expecting it to go to the moon. I'm expecting somewhere up here for the price to correct back down just before the Bitcoin halving next month, which is very soon.